An elephant calf who was being kept illegally in the Mirigame area using false documentation has been relocated to the Lunugam-Wehera Wildlife Office after being taken into the custody of wildlife officials. A senior official at the Wildlife Department said that the calf would be taken to the elephant sanctuary in Udawalawa following a health examination.
The 4-year-old elephant calf was discovered at the Kandalama Walawa in Mirigama last evening when the Department of Wildlife Conservation carried out a raid based on a tip-off. It was reported that the inhabitants of the house had fled when the raid was being carried out and that the only person in the house was an employee. Although a document claiming the calf was registered had been presented to wildlife officers, it was later proven to be a fake.
When this calf was registered in 2012, its height was noted as 4 feet 5 inches. However, today the calf's height was 4 feet 7 inches. Over a 2-year period, the calf's height has only increased by an inch. Thereby, it was established that the documents were false and that the calf had been captured from the wild and was being kept inhumanely and was being tamed. We ask that the authorities seize calves that are being kept in this fashion.
Environmentalists say that although the calf was being kept in Mirigama, the address on the permit had been listed as Old Road in Migoda. Wildlife officers say that the calf was in chains when they took it into their custody and had sustained wounds on 3 of its feet. Environmentalists say that wildlife officers also found an adult elephant that was being kept at this residence with false documentation.
Over the recent past, we have revealed through the media that calves are being kept illegally in this way across Sri Lanka. At the same time, several instances where calves were being captured from the wild and were being kept in this manner were also reported. This activity is continuing in the form of a racket.
The 2 elephants that were seized by the wildlife officers have been brought before the Attanagala Additional Magistrate. The Additional Magistrate ordered that the calf be taken to the At Aturo Sevana Sanctuary in Udawalawa and that the adults be taken to the Pinnawala Elephant Orphanage. We made inquiries from the Mirigama police as to whether the owners of the residence in question had been arrested. A senior officer said that while the police provided security when the 2 elephants were taken into the custody of wildlife officers, further investigations are being carried out by the Department of Wildlife Conservation. Newsfirst made several attempts to contact the Director General of the Department of Wildlife Conservation to inquire into what legal action would be initiated against persons who keep elephants illegally in this manner. Our attempts were not successful. The calf that was taken into the custody of wildlife officers yesterday was brought to the Lunugam-Wehera Wildlife Office today. Wildlife veterinarian Dr. W.A. Dharmakirti said that as the elephant had been held in a domestic setting, it would be tested for diseases like tuberculosis prior to being taken to the At Aturo Sevana Sanctuary in Udawalawa. Numerous instances where unregistered elephant calves were discovered in various locations. Elephant calf taken into custody of wildlife officials when being transported from one temple to another. Deputy Minister Buddha Sasana reveals that 63 elephant calves have been stolen from forest areas adjoining Habarana. Wildlife officials discover a chained elephant in Konwaba Mahava. Wildlife officers rescued 3 elephant calves who were chained in a shrubbery area in Hambantota. Environmentalists charge that wildlife officials remain silent while over 22 elephant calves have been stolen from the wild. Elephant data book on domesticated elephants misplaced from the Ministry of Wildlife. Is there a direct link between the disappearance of the elephant data book and the elephants that are being domesticated without permits? Won't the stealing of elephant calves worsen the human-elephant conflict? For your attention.